Ladies and gentlemen, every sunrise brings with it an opportunity to refine, to grow, and to sculpt the person you are meant to become. But self-improvement is not a moment of grand transformation. It is the quiet, deliberate work of the mind and soul, done in the shadows of daily life. The world moves fast. People chase immediate results, instant gratification, and hollow achievements. But the ones who truly rise above, the ones who command respect, admiration, and influence, are those who understand the formula for continuous self-improvement. The power of consistency is often underestimated in a world that glorifies instant success. People chase rapid transformations, hoping for an overnight change that rarely comes. But true self-improvement does not happen in sudden bursts of motivation. It is the result of small, deliberate actions repeated day after day, without fail. Imagine a sculptor working on a block of marble. The first strike of the chisel does not reveal the masterpiece within, nor does the second or third. It takes thousands of careful, precise strokes to carve something remarkable. Likewise, improvement is a process of gradual refinement, where daily habits chip away at weaknesses and build upon strengths. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is easy to be motivated for a day, a week, or even a month, but real progress belongs to those who show up even when motivation fades. It is the individual who commits to learning a little every day, who practices their craft relentlessly, who pushes forward despite fatigue or setbacks, that ultimately stands above the rest. Success does not require perfection. It requires persistence. The greatest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect moment to begin. They hesitate, thinking they need the right plan, the right mood, or the right circumstances. But perfection is an illusion. Those who improve daily understand that progress matters more than flawlessness. A page written, even imperfectly, is better than a blank one. A workout done without full energy is still progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, counts. Consistency is also a form of discipline, and discipline is the foundation of mastery. A musician does not become great by practicing only when they feel inspired. An athlete does not excel by training only on good days. Those who commit to daily improvement train themselves to show up regardless of how they feel. They understand that the act of doing, over time, reshapes both ability and character. The compounding effect of small efforts is astonishing. A mere 1% improvement each day may seem insignificant in the moment, but over months and years, it transforms into extraordinary results. It is not the single action that creates change. It is the unwavering dedication to repeating that action, refining it, and perfecting it over time. But consistency is not just about hard work. It is also about patience. Results do not come immediately, and that is where most people falter. They plant seeds and expect an instant harvest. But just as nature follows its own rhythm, so does personal growth. The key is to trust the process, to keep watering the seed even when no visible growth appears. One day, without warning, the results will emerge, and the effort will have been worth it. In any field shares one common trait: the ability to persist when others give up. The difference between the ordinary and the exceptional is not talent alone, but the willingness to improve. Slowly, steadily. The discipline of learning is one of the most powerful tools for self-improvement. Knowledge is not something that comes to those who wait for it. It is something actively pursued, cultivated, and refined over time. A sharp mind is not born, it is built through relentless curiosity and an unyielding commitment to growth. In a world filled with distractions, many people stop learning once they leave school, believing that education ends with a diploma. But true learning is a lifelong process, not a phase. The greatest minds in history, the innovators, the leaders, and the visionaries, all shared an insatiable hunger for knowledge. They understood that to remain stagnant in learning is to decline, that the mind, like a muscle, must be exercised daily to stay sharp. Knowledge is more than just information. It is the ability to think, to question, to analyze, and to create. Those who dedicate themselves to learning every day develop an intellectual edge that sets them apart. They observe more, listen more, and absorb more, making them not only better decision makers, but also more interesting individuals. There is an undeniable power in a person who can speak with depth, who can challenge ideas, and who can offer insights that others may overlook. But learning is not just about acquiring facts. It is about understanding perspectives. Reading books, listening to thought-provoking discussions, and engaging with people from different backgrounds expand the mind beyond personal experiences. The more one learns, the more they realize how little they know. This humility creates a hunger for even more growth, a cycle that continuously sharpens intellect and deepens wisdom. There is also discipline in learning. It requires effort to read instead of scrolling mindlessly, to listen instead of speaking impulsively, to study instead of seeking entertainment. The modern world offers endless distractions, but those who prioritize learning understand the value of time. Even a few minutes a day dedicated to gaining knowledge accumulates into a wealth of wisdom over time. The ability to learn is one of the greatest equalizers in life. No matter where one starts, no matter what resources are available, those who commit to daily learning will always move forward. Information has never been more accessible than it is today, yet so few take advantage of it. The difference between those who excel and those who remain stagnant is often nothing more than a habit of reading, listening, practicing, and refining skills. A well-informed mind is not only a source of personal strength, but also an invisible force that draws others in. People naturally gravitate toward those who can offer knowledge, who can articulate ideas, and who can engage in meaningful conversations. A person who is always learning becomes a person who is always growing, and growth is the foundation of self-improvement. To improve oneself every day, one must embrace learning not as an occasional task, but as a way of life. The mind, when fed with knowledge, becomes a tool of unlimited potential. The more it learns, the more it shapes the person into someone who is not just successful, but truly remarkable. The art of composure is a rare and powerful trait. In a world that rewards loudness and impulsivity, those who master the ability to remain calm, observant, and deliberate stand out effortlessly. Strength is not found in reacting to every situation, but in the ability to control one's response. Composure is the mark of a person who understands their power and refuses to waste it on trivial matters. Many believe that speaking more, reacting quickly, or asserting dominance makes one influential, but the truth is quite the opposite. The most compelling individuals are those who listen more than they speak, who process before they respond, and who carry an air of quiet confidence rather than desperate self-assertion. There is something magnetic about a person who does not need to prove themselves at every turn, who can sit in silence without discomfort, and who chooses their words with precision rather than volume. Composure is not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. Those who lack control over their emotions often find themselves at the mercy of external circumstances. Anger, frustration, anxiety, these are normal human reactions, but allowing them to dictate one's actions weakens one's position. The person who can remain steady, who can think clearly under pressure, and who can navigate conflicts without losing their temper, is the one who holds the real power. This level of self-mastery requires patience and discipline. It means not allowing minor inconveniences to disrupt peace of mind. It means understanding that not every battle is worth fighting, and that true strength lies in knowing when to engage and when to walk away. There is dignity in restraint, in holding back when provoked, in choosing silence when words would only escalate a situation. Composure also allows for better decision-making. When emotions take control, logic often fades. Many regrets are born from words spoken in anger, actions taken in haste, or decisions made in moments of weakness. The ability to step back, to breathe, to assess a situation with clarity before reacting is an invaluable skill. It prevents unnecessary conflicts, preserves relationships, and ensures that one's energy is directed toward meaningful pursuits rather than fleeting impulse. Composure earns respect. People naturally look up to those who remain unshaken in difficult situations. A leader, a mentor, or even a friend who exudes calmness in the face of adversity becomes a source of stability for others. There is a quiet power in knowing that no matter what happens externally, the inner world remains steady. The path to mastering composure is not an easy one. It requires self-awareness, the ability to detach from fleeting emotions, and a deep sense of inner confidence. But those who cultivate it will find themselves in control, not just of their actions, but of their entire presence. They will command attention without demanding it, influence without forcing it, and navigate life with a sense of ease that few possess. In the end, composure is not just about appearing strong, it is about truly being strong. Strength of character is the foundation of true self-improvement. While skills, knowledge, and appearance can enhance a person's life, it is character that determines who they truly are. The way one behaves when no one is watching, the choices made under pressure, and the values upheld in both success and failure, these are the true measures of personal growth. Many people seek to improve themselves through external achievements, believing that wealth, recognition, or influence define success. But history has shown that without strong character, even the most talented individuals can fall. A person may be intelligent, skilled, or charming, but if they lack integrity, patience, and kindness, their success is fragile. It is the depth of a person's character that determines how they handle power, how they treat others, and whether they can withstand life's inevitable hardships. Integrity is at the core of strength of character. It means doing what is right, not what is easy. It means keeping promises, even when it is inconvenient, and standing by one's principles, even when no one else does. A person with integrity does not shift their values for personal gain or compromise their morals to fit into a situation. They remain consistent, trustworthy, and true to their word, which naturally earns them the respect of others. Patience is another defining trait. The ability to endure difficulties, to wait for the right moment, and to remain steady when things do not go as planned is a sign of true strength. Many people seek shortcuts, quick success, and instant results, but those who build character understand that real growth takes time. They do not let frustration break them. Instead, they persist with quiet determination. Kindness is often mistaken for weakness, but it is in fact one of the greatest strengths. A person who is truly strong does not need to belittle others to feel powerful. They uplift, support, and inspire, not because they seek approval, but because they understand the value of human connection. Kindness requires restraint, humility, and a deep understanding of others. It is easy to react with harshness, but it takes true strength to choose compassion in difficult situations. Character is tested not in moments of comfort, but in times of challenge. When faced with adversity, some crumble under pressure, while others rise with dignity. Strength of character means taking responsibility for one's actions, admitting mistakes, and learning from failures rather than blaming others. It is the ability to remain honorable when tempted by dishonesty, to be fair when faced with injustice, and to choose resilience over self-pity. A person with strong character does not seek validation from others. They do not need constant praise or external rewards to feel valuable. Their self-worth comes from within, from knowing they have lived with honesty, patience, and kindness. This quiet confidence is what makes them truly attractive. Self-improvement is not just about gaining knowledge or success. It is about becoming a person of depth and principle. In the end, a strong character will outlast any fleeting achievement, and those who cultivate it will leave a lasting impact on the world around them. Silent charisma is one of the most powerful yet misunderstood qualities a person can possess. Unlike loud confidence that demands attention, silent charisma draws people in without effort. It is the presence of someone who speaks little yet commands respect, whose energy fills a room without the need for theatrics. It is a quality that cannot be faked because it comes from within. A quiet self-assurance, an awareness of oneself, and an understanding of others. Many believe that attraction is based on appearance or charm, but those who possess silent charisma know that it is something deeper. It is in the way they carry themselves, in the calmness of their demeanor, and in the way they listen more than they speak. They do not seek validation or constantly prove their worth because they are already secure in who they are. This quiet confidence makes them naturally magnetic. A key component of silent charisma is emotional intelligence. These individuals are deeply aware of their own emotions and those of others. They do not react impulsively, nor do they let emotions control them. Instead, they observe, assess, and respond with thoughtfulness. They understand people at a level that goes beyond words, sensing unspoken thoughts and emotions. This makes them excellent listeners, and because they truly pay attention, others feel valued in their presence. Another defining trait is the ability to remain composed under pressure. In situations where others might panic, overreact, or seek attention, those with silent charisma remain calm. This steadiness is incredibly attractive because it provides a sense of security to those around them. People trust individuals who do not let chaos affect their judgment, who do not allow emotions to overpower their logic. They become the ones others look to for guidance, not because they demand it, but because they naturally inspire it. They also embrace mystery. Unlike those who constantly share their thoughts, opinions, and personal lives, they reveal only what is necessary. This makes people curious, drawn to their depth. They understand that not everything needs to be said, that a little restraint creates intrigue. They let their actions speak louder than their words, and this quiet confidence leaves a lasting impression. Silent charisma is also tied to purpose. Those who possess it do not move aimlessly. They have direction, even if they do not announce it. They do not waste time trying to impress others or chase meaningless distractions. They focus on growth, learning, and becoming the best version of themselves. Their silent dedication to self-improvement makes them naturally compelling. True attraction is not about being the loudest person in the room. It is about the energy one carries. Silent charisma is not arrogance. It is the quiet assurance of someone who knows their worth without needing to declare it. It is the way they make others feel understood, how they exude strength without aggression, and how they remain unwavering in their character. Those who cultivate this rare quality will find that they do not need to chase attention. Attention will find them. The ability to listen deeply is one of the most underrated yet powerful skills a person can develop. In a world where many people are eager to speak, interrupt, and share their own thoughts, those who master the art of listening stand out effortlessly. They do not simply wait for their turn to talk. They absorb, understand, and respond with intention. This quality makes them not only more attractive, but also more influential and respected. True listening is not passive. It requires focus, patience, and empathy. Most conversations are filled with distractions. People nod while thinking of what they will say next, glance at their phones, or half listen while formulating a response. But a deep listener does none of this. They make the person speaking feel heard, valued, and understood. There is something magnetic about someone who gives their full attention, who is genuinely interested in what others have to say. One of the greatest strengths of deep listeners is that they create a sense of connection. People naturally open up to those who truly listen because they feel safe in their presence. A person who listens well does not rush to give advice or pass judgment. They allow space for others to express themselves fully. This ability to be present and engaged builds trust, and trust is the foundation of all meaningful relationships, whether personal, professional, or social. Deep listening also requires emotional intelligence. It is not just about hearing words, it is about understanding emotions, reading between the lines, and sensing what is left unsaid. Many people express themselves indirectly through tone, pauses, or body language. A good listener picks up on these subtle cues and responds accordingly. They ask thoughtful questions, showing that they care and that they are engaged in the conversation. This skill also gives a person an undeniable quiet confidence. Those who listen well do not need to dominate conversations or prove themselves constantly. They understand that power does not come from speaking the most, but from understanding the most. They know that by listening, they gain insight, knowledge, and deeper connections with others. This makes them naturally respected as people recognize their ability to be present without seeking attention. Listening is also a tool for wisdom. Many of life's greatest lessons come not from speaking, but from absorbing the experiences and knowledge of others. Those who listen more learn more. They gather, avoid unnecessary mistakes, and develop a broader understanding of the world. It is often said that a wise person speaks little but hears much, and there is great truth in that statement. Mastering deep listening transforms the way one interacts with the world. It shifts conversations from surface-level exchanges to meaningful connections. It makes others feel valued, and in return, deep listeners become naturally admired and respected. Those who truly listen stand apart, not by force but by the quiet strength of their presence. They make an impact not with loud words but with the simple yet powerful act of understanding. Self-improvement is not a single act but a way of life, a continuous, intentional process of becoming better every day. It is not about chasing perfection or seeking approval, but about refining one's character, mastering self-discipline, and cultivating a quiet strength that speaks for itself. The most remarkable individuals are not those who demand attention, but those who command respect through their actions. They are consistent in their efforts, relentless in their learning, composed in their demeanor, and unwavering in their integrity. They listen deeply, think before they speak, and carry themselves with silent charisma that naturally draws others in. Their presence alone communicates confidence, wisdom, and purpose. Every moment of patience, every choice to remain composed in the face of challenges contributes to a person's transformation. Growth is not always visible in the moment, but those who persist, who trust the process, and who commit to daily improvement will one day look back and see just how far they have come. True self-improvement is not about impressing others. It is about building a life of meaning, strength, and quiet influence. The world does not need more noise. It needs more depth, more wisdom, and more individuals who inspire not with words, but with the undeniable power of who they have become. Every day is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Improvement is not about grand gestures, but about the small, consistent habits that make you sharper, wiser, stronger. The world may not notice immediately, but in time, your growth will be undeniable. So go forth, improve yourself, not for applause, not for recognition, but because becoming better is the greatest form of self-respect. Thank you.